Oh my god, it's Friday. Kind of thank fuck for that. But, you know, yeah, it's Friday. Hooray. Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. What's up? Saxton, hello. How's it going? It's, Happy Catter Day. It's always the day for cats. It really is. Saxton, how are you doing? How is things? How are you? How has your week been? How is everything? Um, right. I don't know. I've been planning this for like a week, just in terms of, well, I say planning, like I don't plan any. I plan as in like I want to do this, and then forget about it until it's time. Um, I love talking about music. I mean, I love Muse, as my mods can attest to, and just I don't know. I like talking about stuff. So I'm vibing. It's snowy here at about 0 degrees Celsius, so it's really slushy and wet. It's not snowy here, but it is about 0 degrees Celsius too. We're having trouble getting our like heating boiler going, with it being so cold. So yeah, I feel you there. Hopefully you can keep warm and keep going. At least vibing's good. Glad to hear you vibing. Yeah, Twitch needs to be very much vibing today. Old friend of yours travels to see Muse. Interesting. I wonder if I know them in that case. Because I mean, I'd say out of my group, I was probably the one most into knowing a lot of people. So there is a chance if they're American, Hawaii. That's not Oh God, what's her name? I used to follow someone from Hawaii on Twitter. Do I still follow her? Hold on. Let me actually look this up. Oh my God, what's her name? You don't have to like mention it in chat or whatever. Don't dox her, but like if I can think of her username on Twitter, I'll thing. Oh my God, I'm gonna struggle to really find the name now. I need to find out. Like like Liberty. Hold on, hold on. I'm pretty sure. Oh, do I not follow them anymore? I'm 100% sure their name was Liberty though. Her and I used to chat a bit here and there. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Yeah. Well, fuck me then. Right? Okay. Huh. Let me try and see if I can find out. We were friends on Facebook. Reset our accounts and stuff. Okay. Let me see. Did their second name begin with a P? Oh my God! Yeah, her and I used to chat a bit. She used to like message me on Twitter and stuff and over stuff. Yeah. That's her. Yeah. Shit, man. Ah, we've got connections going back then. Like, fucking her and I used to follow each other for like a decade on Twitter, I think. So, holy shit. That's a funny one. I never got to meet her then, but yeah, like like really. Oh shit, that's so cool. Well, there we go. Then we have a fucking 2 degrees of connection thing. That's fucking crazy, man. Huh. Yeah, I just looked it up. We still have like one mutual friend on Facebook. I deleted like a lot of people and all that, but professional cat cafe owner it says on thing. Okay. Oh, that's so cool, man. Well, there we go then. Yeah. Uh, I probably have met friends of hers then that have traveled to like Europe and stuff for Muse. So, fuck, man, that is really crazy. I don't even know what to say to that. That is nuts. Also, hi, Laws, by the way. Yeah, welcome into the craziness of this small fucking world. Fuck, man. I don't even know what to say to that. That's so neat. Oh God. Oh shit. Let me go and have a look at this. Oh my fucking God! I probably would have seen that as well then. Maybe if she, yeah, that's right. Yeah, her username. I forgot that was her username as well. Yes, very short and sweet and to the point. Yeah, fuck me. That's crazy. She used to listen to a lot. So I used to post a lot of Vocaroo messages on Twitter, of me just talking about Muse's new stuff, and she used to listen to them basically all the time. As a few people did. So like that's like pretty much where most of our communication came in with each other. So yeah, like that's where I met Laws and all on Muse Twitter. So like we all knew each other through that. I don't think Liberty was as deep into Muse Twitter as I was, but like we'd our circles had intertwined somewhat to the point that we ended up following each other. So fuck, that's so cool. Ah, jeez. Well, welcome to the club, Saxton. I feel like now that you're seeing as you're associated with Muser stuff in a sense, now I should like give you a sword like every other Muser in this group. But yeah, neat. Well, there we go. That's an interesting start to the day. Okay, that's a look-see. Yeah, in that case, then yeah, I've definitely seen that one. 2013, like that would have been right in the midst of like stuff. That's crazy. I can't stop saying that's crazy, but that is crazy. Fuck. Right. Well, I wonder, like I used to always think about like what small connections there were with like between people and all that. So now I wonder like what other like little things are going on, um, around, with like on Twitch of this like group that we've all found ourselves in this big expanded universe, and that's crazy. Lexi, hello, hi, how you doing? What's up? You having a good Friday? How are things? Um, I know that's out of forks. Can't be out of forks. Not on a Friday. No, no, no. We got to give all the forks. We got to fork it out. Can always fork it out. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to watch some Muse stuff on here. We'll see how it goes. If we get DMCA to my account gets gone for a fan multicam, who gives a shit at this point, right? Yeah, like nobody will miss me, so we'll get out of here. But we'll it'll be fine. It'll be grand. It'll be grand. So yeah, nothing bad can happen. That is true. Nothing bad can happen. So, 2010, Muse, Wembley. 2010, also the year I met Loz here, online. 3 years before we actually met in person at Muse doing the Emirates in 2013. So, it was a time. These gigs, this gig in particular is a very important one for me, so that's kind of why I've picked it out. 2010 was in the midst of a pretty fucking rough mental time for me. This about 18 months. This gig was about 18 months after I dropped out of college, and was pretty much in a fucking deep depression to the point that I would just I was a complete recluse and just would not like leave bed unless I absolutely had to. I isolated myself from all my friends except for like online stuff and all that, and even considering that, like before, like it was only a few weeks before this gig that I had got like proper internet. Before that I was using like fucking like, did we even have 3G out here? Probably not. So like whatever, and it was like a Nokia N70, so it was like a was it Symbian OS stuff. So that was like how I communicated with people. It was like more, I had isolated myself from all my friends around here at that point, and was just like talking to a few people online and stuff. So I hadn't like fully ingrained myself into the music community outside of the Muse message board, and I don't know. It was definitely a very tough time, and this gig like pretty much falls like halfway between the start of that deep depression and the end of it. So like it was like a 3-year thing. So like this one was very important for me for getting me through, let's say, and this is like the gig I still look to for where when things are rough that I can be better, slightly better. I wouldn't say like I'm there perfect, but I'm working on it. So I don't know. This gig is very important for that reason, and I don't know. Let's which thing where is the display capture stuff? A second, right? Okay, so it's time to share some pics of the run up to the gig before we actually hop into the gig. Well, actually, no. Let me talk about some time. So, as far as Muse goes, this was my third Muse gig. We the Tickets Walk came out like the October before, in of 2009. I think maybe it was December. Either way, it was like around the time of the 2009 gig, which in Dublin, which was fine. I like that Resistance arena tour was a bit shit. Looking back on it, but I enjoyed it at the time. I enjoyed it quite much because it was like the second Muse gig. The first one was very special. The second one was like the first normal one, given Marley Park was like its own thing. This was my first gig at a normal Muse tour, and it was fine. Like it was good for the theatrics, but like it pretty much like shows off what I don't like about Muse in terms of whenever they let the theatrics get in the way of having what could be considered a better show overall in terms of performance. Like this is like a deep thing we talk about in the Muser sphere all the time, and just sometimes I feel they get in their own way with what they want to do, which is fair enough. Like whatever, it's their own thing. Obviously, like fucking we can't control it, but it's frustrating from my own side whenever it feels like they get in the way of what they could do, if that makes sense, and for my own selfish nature of wanting things to be good. So Yeah, the approach to the gig was great. They'd done Glastonbury that year, which I believe is whenever The Edge played with them, because that was whenever I think Bono hurt his back, right, and couldn't play Glastonbury, so they got The Edge out to do Or the Streets Have No Name with them, which was pretty fucking neat. That entire summer tour was amazing. Rock Am Ring is like one of my favorite festival sets they've ever done, and it was pretty cool over the years to see that get like good coverage, thing as it was put on MTV HD or MTVN HD as it was known in Europe. For the pan-European Polish-based MTV channel. I think it was Polish-based. It was either Poland or the Czech Republic, but they used to play that pretty much non-stop, and it was such good fucking quality as well, and it was like such a good gig and such a good fun one. That was the one where Bernie the UFO, which we will see later on in this, blocked out, was it Slayer or Megadeth or someone playing on the other stage at Rock Am Ring from being broadcast out to MTV Germany, which is fucking hilarious still to this day. That Muse is fucking props. Again, this whole theatrical thing, I say their theatrics get in the way themselves. Their theatrics literally got in the way off MTV's broadcast to Germany, which is fucking hilarious. I love it. I love that story. And Bernie's fucking super. I miss Bernie. I miss Bernie. Bernie was a good UFO. He was a very good UFO. Right. Let's run through the run-up to me going to this gig. That fucking prepare yourselves for the worst pictures of all time, because this was taken again on like it was either a Nokia N70 or whatever Nokia phone came after that. Because I think at the N70 I had for Marley Park and took postage stamp pictures. So this was probably the next one after that, and fuck me, it's a bad camera. I was very fucking poor. The whole entire family was very fucking poor, and yeah. €100 phone was about all I could afford to last me several years. So, you know, the cameras those days were absolute shit at the best of times on phones, and I could not afford a digital camera or anything. So, with that being said, prepare yourselves. Your eyes are about to get hurt. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's a Ryanair plane. Oh, no, sorry, it's an Aer Lingus plane. It is an Aer Lingus plane. No, I didn't start taking Ryanair until after that. But, yeah, look at this. To be fair, right, okay, so it was bad because A, it could not take pictures in anything but, like, perfect lighting, really. And B, it was fucking cold and windy in the Dublin tarmac that day. So, you know, it was a time. But yes, this is I'm a terrible photographer as well, to add on to that, and fuck me. I'm enjoying this just for the sheer terribleness off the phone. And yeah. So that was like September 10th. Then, you know, obviously I had to take the trip out to Wembley Stadium. I was staying in Kensal Green. I had a 6-bed hostel room to myself, which was quite cheap actually for the 2 nights. When I think about it, for a 6-bed room all to myself. And it was a great time. But yeah, like as soon as I got off the plane, that flight was at like 6 a.m. And yeah, so that was Wembley First View, and then we move on through to looking around the official merchandise stand that was up for the first gig. Like look at this. You can kind of make out some of the merch from that time. I still have that hoodie. I didn't buy it there. I ordered it online afterwards. I never buy hoodies. God, I forgot that shirt existed. That was a good shirt. That was a really good shirt. Yeah, let's zoom in and get every single like pixel. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Oh yeah. You love seeing every fucking pixel across everything, right? Yeah, you can kind of just make out minor details, kind of ish. This is hot. This is some hot fucking shit. Yeah, some great pictures of the Wembley area, and then more stuff. I remember that the butterfly resistant shirt was actually really nice. It was a really good time. Very nice. Got so many different shirts. I think Muse's shirts have become shit. I don't like the designs they've done for like a few albums now, but you know, maybe my tastes have just changed quite a bit. Oh yeah. Look at this picture. Look how beautiful it is at night. God, look at all that digital artifacting. Oh yeah, that's sexy. That's so sexy. So yeah, this is whenever I got my bus out. Because I had to get the night bus at like 4:30 in the morning to go to the queue. And fuck me. That was certainly a time. I'm pretty sure I was just on the bus with a pregnant woman. And a pregnant woman and someone that I think was going to be hotel staff for the day. That's all I remember about the night bus, was those two people being on the bus at the same time. So that was fun. Was that Harrow Road? I think that was Harrow Road that we were on. If that's the road outside Kensal Green station, then yes, that is where I was staying. It was like directly across from there all those years ago, which is, crazy to think about as well. Fun times. I cannot stop looking at this picture. It's so fucking bad. I love it. It is so fucking bad. I'm glad at least I've got a phone these days that can take okay pictures. I say a lot, and then the pictures from Metric next week are going to be fucking terrible. But Lauren bought the yellow sketch one, but the large was like a size 12. Yeah, I remember all the shit with like. I mean, I don't know if it's changed these days, right? But I do remember like there was always the talk on the message board and on early Muse Twitter about like how bad their sizes were and shit. So. I mean, this ended up being a slightly better picture, but yeah, this is like coming up to my gate and all that, and then and then a few hours later, this is us all sitting out camped here. The funny thing is, someone is in here somewhere, hidden underneath all this, that became a really good friend of mine a couple of years later, to the point now that they were my choice to go with me to the iTunes Festival gig that I won a ticket to. But yeah, Grania, yeah, she became a really good friend, and she even got, whenever Muse did a treasure hunt for Shepherd's Bush in 2013. My friend and myself were trying to solve it all evening, and we were the ones to solve it, but we took so long to solve it, and we did a stupid thing. The treasure hunt ended up being Muse creating a load of social media accounts across the board. I think there was one on MySpace, there was one on Twitter, there was one on Facebook, there was one on the message board itself, and something somewhere else. It was a bunch of philosophers, and you went, and there was 3 characters with each philosopher, and you went and put it all together, and maybe it was like 6 of them. I forget where like everything was. Maybe there was one on Tumblr as well. 2013 probably would have been one on Tumblr, and you went and put them all together, and what was it? You got like heat dash death dash paradox.muse.mu as the URL to go to, and then you press the button. If I had solved it 2 hours before we got it, I would have been able to go, but the prices had gone up in that time, and it wasn't like you went here before, so our cookies tell us you were here before, so we're going to raise the prices. No, the prices had gone up, and had gone up for the hotel too. So I told Grania that what the thing was, and she got to go to that Shepherd's Bush gig, and that was good enough for me, because she was a good friend, so she deserved to go. But yeah, it's fun thinking of like, because like Wembley's changed so much now. I've not been back there, but I know like they were doing construction work that day, and it was a fun time. But yeah, we were in JH for the queue, which is fun to think about, considering that's my initials. So that's fun. That's always like a fun little neat fact that I like about what happened. And yeah, finger on the camera. It's a pro thing. This picture always reminds me now. So the funny thing is, right, I was the only Muse fan at school. I'd been a Muse fan for 7 years at this stage. I mean, I wasn't the only one, but the couple of other people that liked a couple of Muse songs were just that. Like, they liked a couple of Muse songs. No one's obsessed like I was. And so I was out of school for like 3 years at this stage. I didn't get to go to Wembley in 2007 because I was doing my exams. And I think I had like Irish the day before Harp night too. So that fucking sucked. I would have liked to have gone to that, but could not. And I just always remember this because, while standing in the queue all day, getting to know all these great people, as you do, like socializing in a queue for a gig is always fucking fun. It's probably my favorite way to socialize, actually, because, you're all there and you're all there for the same thing. It's probably why I like why I've taken to the Windbags community so much and all these other communities, is because like Twitch matches that in a sense, because like you're there, for like, if you're hanging around, you're there for similar reasons, so you've already got something in common. So it's really great. It's an easy way to to socialize. And if you're crazy enough to be queuing from like 6 a.m. or even overnight as it is these days, you know, you're generally gonna have something in common, right? And so that was always fun. But yeah, no, I remember like looking up at one stage, and one of my high school / secondary school bullies was there walking around in a Muse top, and I'm like, what the fuck, mate? What the fuck? You're here? I flew all the way to London and you're here in a Muse top walking around? What the fuck? Which is, yeah, that's really fucking funny to me. It's funny forever. I've never seen him since. Never seen him since. Yeah, here we go. We were moved over to H because H is where we went through, which was at the back of Wembley, I think, because I remember having to run across the fucking entire pitch to get to where we needed to go. And yeah, and then inside, that stage was massive. That stage was way too fucking big. This angle doesn't even really tell like how like tall the stage was off the ground. Like it makes sense for a stadium show and all that, but like, you know, we were on Chris's wing side, so you know, we were at the offset for where they'd go for like, you know, Chris and Matt going out for like the likes of Map and all that, or whenever they'd switch sides and then Matt would come over to the other wing, you know, that's where we were pretty much at that microphone. So it was a time. Yeah, then, you know, front to back at Wembley as everyone was coming in and all that. It was amazing to be in Wembley, having never been to London before and not got to explore anything and just been in here, the side of the fucking massive pyramid stage. You know, it was certainly a time. Yeah, look at this great zoom in. All the digital zoom. We'll add to the digital zoom. Oh yeah, look at these pixels. Yeah. Chunky pixels. We love it. Anybody want a beach ball? I always love these two guys in the bottom left corner, like just everyone like just looking at this beach ball in amazement, just like he's just like, ooh, yeah. It's this is probably my favorite photo. I wish I had a good camera because this would have been a really good photo for it. It's still decent, you know. It's like it's of its time, right? But yeah, it's I don't know. The crowd was good that day. Around this time, actually, not long after the beach ball, I got covered in cider because some guy had a fight with his girlfriend behind us, and I stunk of cider for the rest of the night, which was fun. One of them chucked a cider over someone else, and it was, yeah, it was a time. It was certainly a time. So, yeah, that was fun. I've never smelled so much cider in my life. I mean, you know, the smell of weed that came out of the gig later on probably overpowered that a bit for a while, but yeah, I think I took the brunt off the cider. Rebecca, who we'll get onto in a bit, was not there. Oh look, we've got a lovely another lovely finger over the thing. God, I forgot about this guy. This guy was great. I think he was he a Gillingham fan? Security guy here in the orange and that. He was a lot of fun. We had some good chats. I've always enjoyed the English security guys more than a lot of the Irish ones, but that's because at a couple of the Irish gigs, I've had absolute dickheads of security guys. You know, being like proper dubs in a sense of just being dicks to anyone from outside Dublin. Pretty much, and trying to like play it off as banter, but not being funny with it. But, you know, the English are always fun. It probably helps, you know, having an Irish accent and all that, and they're all like, "Oh my God, it's the Irish! Oh, they've come to take over London and all that," and you know, there's always good banter with the Brits. I think it's a fun time. Bad Size's run throughout band merch has improved lately though. That's good. That's good. Sexy pixels. I know. And oh my God, I'm guessing that oh my God was Tully Beach Ball. First support act of the day. I Am Arrow is this great picture of mine. You can kind of make out human features. Fucking this stupid phone was terrible. This was such a terrible phone camera. I'm loving the stream actually. This is great. I think this suits me down to the ground for the most basic bitch bullshit that I pull out of my arse all the time. I love it. But yeah, I Am Arrows is actually pretty good. Andy Burrows, you know, good friends with Dom Howard, Muse's drummer. Done a lot of stuff with drums for We Are Scientists for years. It was a fun time. The main things I remember is them doing a cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And also him just after a song just pointing out to the crowd and saying nice tits. And then 5 seconds later, the camera on the big screen shows someone holding up an inflatable sex doll with their tits out. The sex doll with their tits out, not the guy holding it, but maybe he did have his tits out. It was all focused on the rubber tits that were in front of us. So yeah, that video was around somewhere. I posted on Twitvid back in the day, so it's somewhere. I don't know if it's on my YouTube or not. There's like 600 videos on my YouTube now, so I'm fucking not going back through that. And I don't know, slightly. You can make out a couple more facial features here. It was a good time. And then yeah, we had White Lies. Then you can kind of make out Harry McVeigh. His soul is leaving his body, and this is like turning into the masterpiece that Seabad has as their fucking as the remote. But no, it was a great time to see White Lies. I'd already been like a huge fan of them from Farewell to the Fairground releasing, and that first album, and they've become like one of my top 5 bands of all time now as well. So it was like nice to have been there with them, supporting Muse and like rocking it off. I think they played a few. There we go, laws. Yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the one I'm on about. That's basically what Harry McVeigh conveys in this picture. This was whenever they started road testing a lot of their second album songs. I think we got Streetlights and Bigger Than Us. I don't think we'd heard anything from that. I think they opened with Is Love that day too, which has a fucking kicking bass line. The bass on that song is fucking ridiculous. I know that people don't like Rituals as an album. Overall, I think it is probably my least favorite White Lies album, but I still love it. I don't know. It was a great time. It was really nice to see White Lies, and then I don't know, just a random picture of the back screen at Wembley. And then yeah, these blurs are a bunch of Scottish blurs. This is Biffy Clyro. You can kind of make out the Jesus look here, but yeah, the golden Jesus, the Targaryen Jesus look that was going on. But yeah, we had some Biffy Clyro. And they were fucking awesome. This was whenever Biffy Clyro were fucking huge already. So, yeah. Yeah, laws, yeah. Like fucking Andy Burroughs, which was fun, like a fun opener. And then White Lies, Biffy Clyro, and Muse. That was a fucking ridiculous day. Like I thought Kasabian plus Muse at Marley Park in 2008 was a fucking, like, Kasabian being a ridiculous support act at the time. But like that's like, I don't like Biffy as much as I did back then, but they're still a really good band and I still enjoy them. There's just, a few things that I can't get myself fully into with them, which is fine. Not everything's for everything, but they've got a lot of really good songs and a lot of songs that like mean a lot to me and have like a lot of memories attached to them. So, they're very important. You try so hard to convince Dad to go, but nope. What, to Marley Park or to Wembley? I know it was Wembley. I know. If I could get a time machine, I'd take you there. I'd take us all there and have that shared experience. But yeah, are we on to the other stuff yet? Oh no, okay, is this Oh, okay, this is still Biffy. So over here, this bright shining light in our lives was their session guitarist, or their touring guitarist that they had. I forget his name, but he fucking stared in my eyes for most of their entire fucking set. He just kept looking at me. I know it's the thing that some performers do, pick out someone in the crowd or whatever and just like focus on them, to not focus on a large fucking crowd. And like by this point, we probably had at least like 60,000 plus in like, it's the last act before Muse. It was an 80,000 crowd that night, I'm pretty sure. So like we probably had at least 60,000 people in there at that point. So maybe my ugly face was a good thing to focus on for him for that. We'll get back to this in a second, but yes, this is like the one selfie of me from that weekend. Myself and Rebecca, my good amazing friend Rebecca. I look fucking terrible. She will say she looks fucking terrible here. I hate my face here so much. And this fucking ratty fucking hair. You can tell I'm in the middle of my depressive phase. You really can. But I don't know. This is. I'll always say if you ever see a picture of me, it is from a rare happy moment from around this time. So any pictures of me from around this time is like, this is one of these rare days I'm actually feeling good. So there aren't too many of those. I'm just saying. And another reason why this gig was so important. It was just nice to finally have a picture with Rebecca. The story with Rebecca is we met on the Muse board. She was like, she only lived like about like 40 miles away from me. So she was like tied closest on the Muse board for being like a nearby person. So her and I got talking a bit, and all that. We didn't get to meet at Marley Park because she showed up late. And we were in the Golden Circle, whereas like she was at the barrier at the back, and then there was a whole kerfuffle afterwards and getting to like the buses and stuff. So we didn't get to meet then, but we did get to meet in 2009 for a brief bit after the Muse gig then. And then this one was she we were in different queues, but we ended up at the same spot in the barrier, which was nice, and we got to share our gig together, and it was a really nice time. She'd already become one of my best friends by then. And she has been my best gigging friend around here since then. And I'm looking forward to go to Paramore. I'm not like we're not going to the same spot for Paramore, but it'll be nice to meet her again because I've not seen her in 6 years now. 7 years actually in a couple of months. So it'll be nice to get to see her again. I miss her. She is living in Belfast now. But yeah, I wanted to include this for my own sanity. We had a glow up. We both had a glow up, I would say, in the couple of years after that. This is from the Ulster Hall in 2015, and yeah, I definitely changed. This was like in the middle of my like I really enjoy myself actually period. So yeah. Well, maybe we'll get around to the Ulster Hall gig at some stage, but I just wanted to include that, like, just to show that, like, I think as friends, we've both changed a lot, but like we've remained good friends to this day. She's the kind of friend where like she always says that she enjoys our friendship as well, and I enjoy it for the same reasons. Of like, we're the kind of friends where we might not talk a lot, but like as soon as we do talk, it like immediately like goes off again, and we just like have a great time and catch up and everything. So it's not like maybe once every few months we'll like message one or the other or whatever, but we know that we're always there for each other, so she is a dear friend, and it was really nice to share this gig with her and to actually have, because we'd always talked about what, like at this point, because we had missed out on 2 gigs together. Oh no, I remember now. She during 2009 actually, she was like about like 7 people over from me in front of the barrier. So like we were on the phone to each other, waving our hands at the barrier, being like, "Yay, see you outside afterwards," and all that. And then that was whenever we first met, first got the hug and all that, and then yeah, like fucking Rebecca's amazing. Rebecca is fucking amazing. And then to finish off this trip down memory lane is the official picture. God, look at this fucking hair. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Rebecca's got her arm covered because she was taking pictures of the crowd, but this is from the 360 camera that was going round that they released official footage of with Citizen Erased and Uprising. I'm pretty sure this is from the Uprising solo or thereabouts, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's yeah. The camera went by us like during both the solo for Citizen and Uprising, so it was nice to have that memory of being able to see myself at the time move. They've taken away the 360 app, or the 360 part of the website now, and the app. This gig was supposed to have released fully on the 360 app, but it never did. And I know that like the multicam that we're going to watch was going to have that audio on it. I think the guy, that's the story, I think, is that the guy that made the multicam knew someone that worked on the app that was going to pass on the audio whenever the app had fallen apart, and he never got the rights to pass it along, or like what, like they were going to try and do it like legitimately, like just be like, hey, can we actually do this? And I guess Warner were like, nah mate, not even for a freebie. So yeah, this girl here in the Spider-Man costume, or Spider-Woman costume, she changed there on the barrier into that after Biffy Clyro. So that's one of the memories I have. There we go. That's pretty much it. So I don't know. That's the run up to this gig as a whole, and it was a good time. It was a good time as in the run up, and I was very excited for where it went. And I don't know. Let's hop onto this in a second. The hair. I'm so used to your shorter hair now. The board for Shortfalls was a good place back in the day. The board was really great. The Marley Park threads basically becoming like a second banter. So banter on the board was like, like all the off-topic stuff, and we're like everyone. It was like the in crowd. We had our own in crowd for like the Dublin gig because we just used that to talk shit for like oh god, when did the rumors first pop out for the Muse gig? It was like February 2008. It was after the Irish Media Awards. And that's whenever we started the Marley Park thread, and that's whenever I joined the board and hopped on, because I was like, I need to be here to make sure like I'm first in line for tickets. You know, because like I was like what 19 at the time. No, no, I was 18 turning 19. So, you know, I was still in my very anxious phase, my very antisocial phase, and the board really helped me. It was like the first online community I was ever part of. And yeah, like that's 15 years ago now in a couple of weeks, which is fucking insane. That blows me the fuck away. Fuck. So almost half my life ago. Fuck. I mean, I say almost. It's gonna be a few years until it's half my life ago, but yeah, man, like that board is amazing. Was amazing. A lot of shitty people on it, but like the really good people were really good. I think that's why I cherish the Winback community and Laney's community and all the other ones that we've like got part of, because I don't think there's genuinely anybody that's like terrible or even bad that I've come across. Like everyone's here to have a good time, which is very refreshing, because I've never been in the community like that. There's always someone. Maybe I'm the downtrodden one here and dragging everyone down. Who knows? I'm annoying, I know, but like it's really nice to be part of like an extended community that is just everyone's just so nice and supportive, and like that is crazy, because I never thought that was possible until this like past few months, and that's you know why it's a home for me, you know, as Lone Ronan said. Now it's like online home and all that, and I couldn't put a better words than Lone Ronan said. Fucking cherish that, man. It was a great night. That ended up being a really good night. A much needed night. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do some like audio mixing across the board here, as the audio in this goes all over the fucking place. But I don't know. We're 40 minutes in. Let's see what we can do. There is some Wembley night one stuff mixed in here. I'm only gonna play one song from night one. I'm gonna skip the rest. So you know, there'll be a few points where I have to like actively move and skip things, which is annoying. I tried to find the original. I thought I had the original somewhere off Just the Gig, downloaded directly from Muse bootlegs, but I cannot find it, and I couldn't be bothered sorting out a new password for Muse bootlegs, so we'll just go with what's on YouTube. I've watched a bit of it. I know there's a few points where like where the video stutters from, I'm guessing, whoever recorded it, and there's a few audio glitches in that, so you know, probably from the edit of them putting in the other songs from night one, but you know, we'll roll with it. I apologize in advance. The audio quality gets bad for some songs, but I think generally it's okay. There's a few. I think both Citizen and Uprising have the official audio in from the 360 tracks, so there is that to look forward to. So, right, I guess let's go. I missed the We Are the Universe intro from Resistance 2010 or 2009. But yeah, this Riot intro wasn't too bad. Fucking inflatable aliens. Any audio issues, do let me know if I need to change anything. I miss the double neck Manson so fucking much. That fucking stage, man. That was like a marvel to behold. In person, it just like it was so fucking big. What a fucking intro. As much as I love Map at Marley Park, like Uprising's still really a really fun opener. That fucking crowd. I don't know about the multicams, Lauren. I don't know. I think because there's like so many like individual 4K like videos online that I don't know, but it'd be cool if they did. I guess it might be worth just signing into Muse bootlegs just to look and see. Oh my god, what a fucking jam. And it was like around now that it started raining, which was really welcome after a long day, and like just fucking like this. It's like it all came together just to make this like perfect fucking gig. Ah. How's the audio, by the way? For once I can keep an eye on the audio level, so I might be able to have a hang on it a bit more than normal. Yeah, the aliens, man. The fucking... There's the rain. Like, that rain was so fucking welcome. It just added to the feel. And, like, just... Man... I'm getting tingles and butterflies just thinking this. I cannot wait to get back to gigging again next week. I'm just... Oh... Live music means so much to me, and... Fuck this. Like, fucking amazing shit. I miss that double neck Manson so fucking much. Like music is your religion, yeah, me too. Right, we've switched to unofficial audio now, so things are going to change a bit. Don't expect the same quality throughout. Let me try and see if I can get this like sorted to be good-ish levels. Oh man. But yeah, like, again, like the rain just going into Supermassive, insane. Just we all started having a great time. You know, we had that fight behind us earlier in the day with the girlfriend and boyfriend having a fight and throwing like fucking cider on each other and all that shit. But like from Biffy onwards, like or from White Lies onwards, really, it's just like fucking immense atmosphere. Maybe this could be lowered a small bit. The highs are a bit high. If this ends up too low, let me know. But like if I increase it very much, there'll be a lot of pop, I guess, from yeah. It's the Twilight song, I know! Throwback to 2009 whenever those girls behind me in Dublin fucking nearly burst my eardrums. I'm pretty sure that's on my YouTube somewhere as well. Oh, baby, don't you know what's so fun? Oh, baby, can you hear me more? That was such a good stage. It's just a shame that the live DVD list tour didn't work out. Set my soul alight. Deep in Tom's basement, so we're along with the Zap, yeah. I just want to get my hands on that, on Kirk's like catalogue of stuff. I need that like Muse archive. I remember when all these fan multicam projects were like so huge and like we were all waiting for them all the time over on Twitter and the news board and that. So here goes Matt over to the wing, as he'd normally do for Supermassive, on Chris's side. So he's like basically standing right in front of us now with that microphone. We were in front of them there, and yeah, at this point Rebecca's busy trying to take the best picture of Matt's arse that she can get. That was Rebecca's goal all night. Just thought I'd say that. You're not a muser if you haven't tried to take a picture of Matt's arse. Or Chris's arse these days. I can't wait for us to get the Plymouth gig. It's going to be so much fun. Like, our gigs in 2022 were so fucking great. I'm so glad that we all got to be there. Or almost all of us got to be there for one. Yeah, the butt pics, yeah. His thick cheeks from the French paparazzi, right? I'm so glad FOMO beat you too. It's a shame we couldn't drag you to the night too. Right, I think I have to skip now after this one. I'm pretty sure this will go into Newborn from night one. Yes. Okay. It's about. Okay. Yeah. So as soon as that hit, I'm losing my fucking shit because MK Ultra was one of the first things I asked for. I had 4 songs I wanted to get. I want to get Bliss again just because I always wanted Bliss. MK Ultra, Ruled by Secrecy, and Citizen Erased. Those are the 4 things I begged for every day on Twitter for that entire year. Bring back MK, I fucking know, right? Let's fucking go! Pretty sure by now I'd already burst into tears on the barrier. Fucking wailing. Lads, if you want the Rock Am Ring Pro cut of MK Ultra, is fucking awesome. I would suggest listening to it. The Township Rebellion outro is like one of my favourite things I've ever done for this combination. I like it even more than Newborn Township. Alright, let's go! Yeah, Matt's microphone wasn't turned back up for that part. What a fucking song, and then this fucking outro. Oh my god, bring back MK Alive with Township Rebellion. Hey, Galloway. We're running through an old Muse gig that I was at for a memory day, and just rolling with a fan multicam that was put on YouTube a million years ago with. Oh my god, this fucking bit. Oh. The Township Rebellion riff is so good. Alright, let me pause for a second. So Galloway, welcome on in. Yeah, so I'm running through Muse's September 11th, 2010 gig at Wembley Stadium. I was there. It was my third Muse gig to get you caught up to speed. And I don't know, I wanted to do something different for a change. And with my going back to concerts starting again next week, Yeah, I'm just going through the entire fan multicam that someone put together. Because in the Muse fan of the in other fandoms probably too, but in the Muse fan people used to like send in their videos to one guy, and he'd like put it all together with like the best audio he could find, and put it all together to like a big supercut of entire gigs and all that. So yeah, so this is just Muse being Muse, and that was MK Ultra with off the Resistance album with them doing a Rage Against the Machine riff, Township Rebellion, as an outro, because Matt can't help. Sure, no problem. I love my music, so it's why I'm in Laney School streams all the time. Music is like, I think I love music more than games. And live music is like my absolute passion, and I don't get to go to enough gigs, and even before COVID I didn't get to go to enough gigs. So yeah, I figured, hey, why not share a passion for a change, and talk over something. Is this another spot that I have to skip over? Let me just scroll down a second, sorry. Okay, no.
It's great to see you again. Some of you, at least.
No. Some of you at least, hopefully, yeah. Oh, Dom, so cute. So yeah, favorite song of all time now, Map of the Problematique. Love it. Whenever that first bit hits in, I'm always the first to scream. As official on the iTunes Festival recording of Map, where you can just hear me going, yes! Yeah, there was someone saying, Matt, you're so sexy. I don't know if that was picked up. This bit, I always scream right there and then. I don't think I'll get the MC8. If I do, you know, I don't think I will, with it being like, you know, fan recorded. If I do, I get the MC8, you know. I've had a time. Twitch, it's been nice to know you. Goodbye forever. I follow many people that broadcast stuff like this all the time, so, you know, we'll see. Galloway, they're always... there's a couple of gigs where I've had a bad time, but no, they're always pretty fucking amazing. And this is only the start, like, the theatrics go wild later on, but yeah, it's... They're like, the best sounding band live, in my opinion. They're just so good. Their sound engineer is from near me as well, and he's ridiculous. And the guy that put the effects on all these like fan mobile phone videos is insane too. Was it Take Uno Bow, Lauren? Do you remember? It was around this time he started singing Since I Lost You. It was after he got with Kate. I think it was like a few months before this. Oh, I love this song so fucking much. Like, this is my entire soul in like 3 minutes of music. Yeah, cut it from fan vids. He used to do it all the time for like all the major gigs, and then yeah, overlay like whatever the best audio he could find was on top of it. That's why I think I won't get the MC8, because, you know, it's not official stuff. I know it's like the performance and all that, but, you know, it's not like it's likely to be in algorithms, maybe? I don't know. If it happens, as I say. Yep, trying to chat as much as I can, but still losing myself to the music too. What a song. Yeah, there's the Since I Lost You, yeah. So we'd already done it at this stage. I'm pretty sure it was like from like the previous summer or the spring American tour of 2010. There's one of the audio things that is on the original, or not the original video, but the cut that was put on YouTube. So that's not my end. I apologize. Who knows who riff? What a time, what a time. So this riff is the Who Knows Who riff, which was taken off the Heartbreaker riff. Was that Tom Petty? Whatever. They did a song with the Streets, or what Mike Skinner of the Streets, Who Knows Who, that leaked, and this was like the riff, and they started playing that like in summer 2008. I think we got like one of the first performances off the riff. One of the first. I think they played it in the South American tour that year, but yeah, and they've pretty much kept it consistent. Right. So this is night one now, and I'm keeping. Why is? Okay, no, that was part of the video. So yeah, this is night one. This is not where I was. Yeah, Wembley Stadium. Yeah, this is all in Wembley Stadium. This was their 4th gig at Wembley Stadium. So I'm keeping this in for reasons that will be explained. I was not there. Yeah, Lauren, I know. This is Neutron Star Collision, a song that they wrote specifically for Twilight that so many people in the fandom hate. I don't mind it, but I'll explain after this song's done. We'll play it anyway. We have to have a bad time. Like, I still think it sounds a banger live, you know, like whatever. Those drums, I like the dramatic nature to this song. I hate the lyrics. Yeah, it's great to sing along to in like a ironic fashion while enjoying the music. Yeah, I don't hate it by any means either, but I can't say I love it. It's definitely at least mid as far as Muse goes, if not worse than that. I mean, the solo ends up alright. It's just the lyrics, man. Not seeing Twilight, there's no ill effect on you. That's fair. That's fair. I think even without Twilight, just I don't know. It was certainly a turning point for Muse's lyrics. I've never been a fan of Matt's lyrics. Like, Matt's lyrics are generally the weakest part of the band, I think. I'm pretty critical of his lyrics as a whole. But this was certainly a... I mean, whatever. It was a song quickly put together for a movie soundtrack that they just threw out and made a single. But, well, okay, to explain why I'm going through this... Well, hold on. Let's wait until after the solo. Which I think should be next, right? That was such a good stage. That pyramid stage deserved more love. I wish HD cameras properly had been around then. It probably would have looked a lot better. I think the DVD was stopped because they couldn't get it looking good or something. They didn't think the projections looked good in the DVD. So they didn't release it officially. Like, it's a nice bouncy track, you know, it's nothing wrong about it. But okay, so I'm sitting in my hostel room while this gig is going on. I was thinking of going over and like standing outside Wembley that night and just like listening to the stuff, and then that would get me ready for the next day of traveling back. And know my route for the evening, but I didn't. I stayed in my room and watched the stuff come in on Twitter and MuseWiki for the stuff, and whenever this song was put on the playlist, I fucking started crying in anguish and worry, because I was like, oh my god, have I wasted my money because this was like a very poppy night, I guess, for Muse, rather than a lot of their heavier stuff, and I prefer the heavier stuff. And I was like, have I wasted my money traveling all the way to London, having a 6-bed hostel room all to myself because it was the cheapest option for a private room, and all the other stuff, and like just, oh boy, that was certainly a time. But yeah, I was crying my eyes out after this, being like, this is going to be terrible. Yeah, so this is Butterflies and Hurricanes. That was also night 1, but we will skip on back to night 2. After Map of the Prodigy came what was at the time my favourite song. So Map was second favourite, and Bliss was number 1. And I love Bliss still just as much to this day. It's such a fucking great song, and if it wasn't for the album it was on, there wouldn't be a new Racket. I wouldn't, like, that's what my name's all about. Origin of Racket, Origin of Symmetry, the album. You know, this is probably the song that is the reason for that. For lore about me. I've got goosebumps again just like thinking about like this, sharing it with like 80 other thousand people in the same spot. Like, I'm never gonna have a moment like that again in my life. It's fucking ridiculous. And I always love the pink lighting for some of the Origin stuff that they do. It is so special. I just miss the Bliss balloons. We'll have balloons later on, but during Plug-In Baby, but I miss whenever Bliss had the balloons. Which is that they used to throw out balloons for people to like pop and have confetti drop all over them and all that. And just, like beach balls basically just to bounce around the crowd. They'll be seen in like an hour and a half probably on Plug-In Baby. Yeah, somewhat Sim Galloway. Like, I've been to a good few now at this stage, but like, I still have a lot of stuff that I got tickets for that I couldn't attend due to like family reasons and stuff. So, along with like a 6-year gap of not going to any gigs, and just yeah, I feel that I do. I've got so many regrets for not getting to go to more, but I'd hope to change that for 2023. But things have hampered that a tiny bit. I've still got like 4 gigs to go to over the next few months, but still, it's yeah, that's another thing, like, same here, like, I live in Monaghan, and, like, the public transport here is shit, so, like, while Dublin's not that far away from me, it's hard to get, like, for me to get there and back without spending a fuckload of money. Like, I still have to, like, book hotels and that, and hotels in Dublin are fucking expensive, so it's a stress for even anything I want to go to. Fucking falsetto, man. Matt is... I mean, his voice has got worse, but like you'd expect that 13 years later about his laryngitis that he had. But like, what a fucking song, man. still think Bliss's extended outro is like one of the best things in music. They want to do that outro for live performances, and just like it's just so fucking special. Best Muse albums would be their second, third, and fourth. Origin of Symmetry, Absolution is my personal favorite, and then Black Holes and Revelations, which is like the one where they got big in America. They were on Maverick, Madonna's label, for their first couple of albums, and they wanted Muse to drop the falsetto that they had on the second album, Origin of Symmetry. Muse refused, so they basically had their next two albums, they had the second and third albums pulled from America, which stunted their growth in America, and that's why whenever Black Holes came out, they got pretty fucking big in America, I guess. And between that and the Resistance, that was like the biggest time in the world for them. Leading into them doing the main song for the Olympic anthem for the 2012 London Olympics. So like that time period, that 6-7 years, they were pretty much one of the biggest bands in the world, I guess, and then tailored off. So any albums around that time, worth it. Oh, fucking Guiding Light. Okay. The Ultravox Vienna drums. Muse is all over right now, are having a breakdown and they don't know why. This is very much a hated song in the community. I like it. Don't love it, I like it. I think it's an alright song live. Muse are also a band that sound much better live, because until like I'd even only ranked like the most recent album, their 9th album, as their best produced album. I've always had a problem with Muse's production. The Resistance especially sounds very weak instrumentally compared to live, and this was that tour for that album, so like I've had a lot of problems with them things, so I used to like listen to a lot of their live stuff instead of stuff. So the fun thing about Guiding Light is, as well, on the next stadium tour they did in 2013, whenever they annoyed the hell out of me by going a bit too far in the Spinal Tap direction by having like a giant floating light bulb going around the stadium for Guiding Light. A bit too on the nose for me. Muse have never been one for subtlety, but I think the light bulb could have worked in a sense, but it didn't hit. It didn't hit. I don't think it was a bit too on the nose to have a floating light bulb going around for Guiding Light. I have some of those streamers behind me in a frame next to all my Muse tickets. Like a record label choice. I don't know, I think Muse have proven long enough that they have got awkward choices themselves. Matt is a bit of a weirdo. It's why I love him, and he reminds me of me, I guess, in that he flirts between really great ideas and really terrible ideas, very few in between. So I verge more in the terrible ideas more often than not. Also, these are the streamers that there was a big post on the Muse message board about where someone pretended that they licked them and had a burning sensation on their tongue, a salty burning sensation for like minutes, and people were genuinely concerned. So I found that very funny. That was a funny time. Lauren, if you're still here, what's your opinions on Guiding Light? Yeah, true. I think I fell off Muse for like 6 years. I think whenever like all their swings on like 3 consecutive tours like fell flat for me and took away from the music. Didn't enjoy when I first got into Muse, but I don't mind it now. Okay. like for me, Muse's best tour was 2012. The thing is with Muse, they either go too dramatic and that like impacts the music that they do and the set list that they can put out, you know, which is their own prerogative, whatever. But like, you know, personally, I get annoyed whenever they get in the way of themselves and kind of hold back their music side of their show to suit the stage and the theatrics that they want. Whereas, like, you know, like it's not that I want them fully raw. Like the 2012 tour was them. So for 2012, they had a pyramid of screens that would go up and down and like cover them and basically crush them in a sense. And I'd move around, and like that worked for me because like that was them having something that looked really fucking cool and working with it. So I like whenever their stage seems to work with them and to their best abilities rather than like against them, in those sort of Spinal Tap moments that they regularly come across. I'm concerned for the gig coming up in May that it'll end up being old stuff that I don't like, that theatrical stuff that I don't like, taking away from like some of the musical edge, but we'll see. Hopefully it ends up good. I don't know. Let's not forget I had so many people there as well for 2013, and we still left early. We'll throw Devon Cider at them if needs be. Yeah, cool. We'll do that. Yeah. Just don't throw Jordan cider at them. All right, come on, Chris, do your thing. Still one of the best bass lines in music. #20th anniversary of Hysteria and Absolution this year. It's crazy to think about 20 years since I got into them in the next number of months. Like 6 to 7 months. It's wild to think it's been 20 years of my life now. Oh, what a song. Maybe, yeah, like I think this was like used in a lot of different stuff. The music video had, oh god, Justin Theroux in it. Yeah, it's been used in a lot of different things. This fucking bassline and guitar is ridiculous. I love the drums so much. It's such a bop. It's really not. No, I'm actually enjoying it. No, don't worry, Galloway. Not at all. I wanted to talk through a lot of stuff anyway. Like this is me just like talking about Muse and that and my love for them, so like it helps actually, so thank you. Gives me an excuse that I've probably been a bit not explaining enough of a lot of things. Ah yes, the old mosh pit starting. Sure, yeah. That's why I've got like fucking so many Muse videos on YouTube, Lauren, isn't it now? Of me just talking Muse for several hours. Gotta spread the love. Just gotta spread the love of music, man. Nice professional zoom in there on Chris's arse. Very nice. Camera person knew what they were doing. I think it's silly they're still doing the Back in Black riff at the end of this, but you know, I mean, it's a good riff. AC/DC are grand. Yeah, I know, Galloway, I know. Like, this is only their, like, maybe 5th or 6th, oh my god, okay. I'll get back on in a second. As soon as this drum beat starts, I fucking lost it over in the crowd, over to the right. This was like the 2nd on my wish list that I needed, or 3rd actually, because Blitz had already been played, but like, once that drum kicks in for Citizen Arrays, the proggiest of Muse's prog rock songs, finally getting to hear this live just blew me the fuck away. This fucking song, man. Another one of my top 5 Muse songs of all time. Like this gig was just everything to me, and I got exactly what I wanted. It was just like such a special night. The audio's going to go a bit wonky in the middle of this, so during the low quiet parts of certain songs, it's not particularly great. I'll do what I can to mitigate that, but we'll see. September 2010, so 12 and a bit years ago. They'd already been playing for like 16 years at this point, so, you know, like, about halfway through their career at this point, which boggles my mind. My actual first gig with Muse was halfway through their career now, so... Fucking 7-string Manson, I love that guitar so much. Oh, it's such a good guitar. Can guarantee by this point I was in tears. Once this quiet bit hits and then like I can get to reflect for a bit on like, yeah, here goes the low audio, so yeah, but we'll make do, but let's quiet her a bit. And just getting this song live at the time meant so much because it was like one of the last off my bucket list at that time-ish. And it's almost criminal to talk over the middle part. a fucking track. And the funny thing is that we've ended up, like, as a friendship group, we've ended up having this song together a good bit now, or some of us anyway, and still every time it just still blows me the fuck away. Look at that fucking stadium, man. 80, 90,000 people in there. It was crazy to be at the front of that crowd. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being on the stage for this. Yeah, this was like their 5th stadium gig at this point, so they're still only getting used to it. 5 in in 3 years, so oh no, wait, no, they've done the stadium tour over the summer, so like, I don't know, maybe about like their 15th or so stadium gig of their careers, but like, I'm sure it doesn't get any less cool. Especially these days after everyone had like a 2-year plus break from touring. My goals for this year were to do a gig a month. I already have January, which is Metric next week, February, which is We Are Scientists, Paramore and Block Party in April, and then Muse again with Royal Blood in May. I'd been looking for March and all that, but then like whenever real life events got in the way again, that is, I guess, whenever I fell in with Windbag and Laney and Jack and all that, so that has at least made up for, I think, not being able to add to my gigs for 2023. The way things are going. I guess we'll see how the end of the year looks, but I don't know. I fucking love live music. I love live performance stuff. There's nothing like it. I wish I lived in a more accessible place for this kind of stuff. And what a fucking track. Like, as well, like, thinking about it, like again, like Metric haven't been to Dublin for 16 years, and like this is like my first 17 years actually, so this is like my first time being able to like see them next week, and just that kind of thing. I just wish things were a bit more easier for everybody. Niche is such a good interlude jam, especially for like the jam for going into the piano section of the set. Okay, this might take some audio changing, so we'll see. If it gets very loud for a second, I apologize. The hatred for the "You Are Me" are the same lyrics so much. off that with about 10 decibels. Oh, 8 audio grand. United States of Eurasia is another one for the memory banks just because of the being revealed as a treasure hunt song. Oh god, what was... Oh, this is I Belong to You and Feeling Good now. Okay, we're going back to My Night. Do that in quickly. So yeah, Ruled by Secrecy was the next one on my list, and this was me getting all 4 of them. But so halfway through the set, I had every song that I had asked for. Ruled by Secrecy, the final song on Absolution. Well, the original release of Absolution. I guess Fury's been added in at the end now, I think, or has it been moved up to where middle of the album? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, Ruled by Secrecy, the original closer of the album in Europe and elsewhere. So this was the final one I wanted. I needed Ruled by Secrecy, and all 4 I wanted came at the time. So and halfway through the set too. So like I had already been broken at this stage, completely exhausted. My soul was broken in the best way, and I don't know, the rest of the gig was just a great time. But yeah, on the United States of Eurasia then, yeah, Treasure Hunt song, they released with a treasure hunt where fans in certain parts of the world were able to go and get like USB keys, I think, and then had to take them home, put them into their computer and unlock the local station to unlock a part of the track with like New York, London, I guess, or Berlin or something. A bunch of cities around the world, but it was a fun time. It was a good time. I wish to do more treasure hunt style stuff. I can hear mobile interference in my left ear on this one. That's interesting. Yeah, another quiet one. So like whatever the guy recorded with. This was probably the audio recording from. There was a French guy that used to go around and like take like an audio thing to go and record stuff all the time with. So it was probably like his audio recording. And I know it like it didn't deal well with quiet stuff, obviously being in the crowd and all that, and things not traveling as well through the people. So feeling this is going to require another really quick audio adjustment before it fucking clips out. Give it like 10 seconds. There we go. Oh god. Oh guys. Oh yeah, he's coming through in the real life secrecy. Hi guys. Oh, Lone Roland, hi. Welcome on in. Hold on, we'll pause after real life secrecy finishes. Seabad, thank you for the raid. Hi guys, how's it going? How is the rest of the stream? Lone Roland, there's no worry at all. Thank you for the follow as well, Sir Sky. Welcome on in. Yeah, hi raiders. Hold on. Let's let Matt finish off here for a second and catch everyone up to date. Yeah, right here. We'll pretend this is the round of applause for Seabad for being fucking awesome. I'll give a round of applause on that audio interference or mobile interference. Yeah, hi guys, how's it going? How was the rest of your stream, Seabad? How did it go? I wish I wasn't doing this and could have stayed with your stuff, but yeah, and thanks for the new follows. Love running again. Like, don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, I figured you'd have to go pick up the boss or something. But yeah, thanks for the raid then. Go and sort yourself out. I guess I'll talk to you later on. Have a good time. Just chilling. Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be a chill day. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Seabad. Yeah. Give the boss a hug from me or something, you know? You keep looking after the boss. Anyway, yeah. Ooh, racket. Yeah, ooh, racket. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, hi. To all the new people, I am Justin /racket/ooh racket, or I can't do it as good as WB, but, yeah, I am a variety streamer. I do a lot of games. Today, I'm trying out a music thing where I'm looking back at a fan cam recording. So, I'm a big Muse fan. This was a gig I was at, that I love to bits. We've already been online for like an hour 40, so we've been going through a bit. We're about halfway through the set right now. Hopefully I won't get DMCA'd giving it a fan cam recording with fan audio recording. It's nothing official here, so if I get DMCA'd, we're dead. But this is Muse at Wembley Stadium in London. 90,000 people there. We're having a great time, and when they were smaller, says Carp, while I'm talking about being at a gig for 90,000 people. But this long story short, this gig's very important to me because well, hold on, right? Tell you what, let's run through these terrible pictures. That way you can get the true feel off my off this channel here. So long story short, right? Okay, this is gonna be great that we're going back to these. So 2010, terrible phone cameras were a thing. This is me getting on the flight on the morning of September 10th. 2010. Muse were doing Wembley Night 1, so let's not focus on this too much. I had like a Nokia N70 or something. It took like postage stamp pictures. I should sign this and send it off to Windbag or something. Anyway, yeah, so this is me outside Wembley Stadium and all that. This is my first trip alone on a plane, second trip ever on a plane. I went to the gig by myself and all that, so it was a big time. I was like 21 at the time, so crazy stuff. We go through the official merchandise stuff. Oh yeah, look at all this merch. Look at all this great. We can zoom in and see every single pixel. Yeah, chunky pixels. We love that, right? Great time. And so, like, I'm just running through the gig and how important that was to me and different stuff. And then this is us in the queue because this is me taking a picture at 5 a.m. because I got the 4:30 night bus across London to get to the gig to go in queue to get at the front. This is us in the queue in the rain on the 11th of September in 2010. In here somewhere is a person that became a good friend of mine a couple of years later, which is always funny to me, but that's funny. We queued at JH, and then we got inside, and then that's like, had to we came down that way from the H, so had to run across the whole pitch of Wembley to get to the front, and then we got the big pyramid stage and all that, and a beach ball, as I said earlier. My favorite thing about this picture is the guys over here in the bottom left corner. Just amazed that there's a beach ball, especially this guy going ooh. But yeah, so that's that, and I don't know, we had I Am Arrows that day, we had White Lies, this great picture again from my phone, professional photographer, and Biffy Clyro also that day, and then so this is myself that day with my friend Rebecca, my good friend Rebecca, my long tatty hair and terrible lips. I just noticed my lips were terribly chapped that day. This is a terrible picture to throw up for the internet. But yes, feel free to unfollow now that you've seen this. Welcome, and that. But this came in like the middle of a deep, dark, depressive stage for me. So like actually having a picture of myself is very rare at this point through these years. So like having one with Rebecca was very important, and I don't know, it was a good time, and I don't know, to include for posterity, we had a glow up. This was in 2015 at a Muse gig, and we had a very important glow up, both of us. Rebecca more than me, but it was we had a time, and to this day she's still one of my best friends. We were talking this morning as well, so I will get to see her again for the first time in 6 years in person for Paramore in April, and that I am very excited about. But yeah, oh god, this is my OBS. Don't look at my OBS. Oh god. Hi Lainey, hello. At least you had a cam with you and the sense to use it. Oh snap, you camped it out. Yeah, didn't camp it out exactly. I didn't bring anything except for a hoodie, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, long story short, I've done a lot of stuff on YouTube over the years of me talking about Muse specifically, but some other music stuff. Twitter, I used to do voice messages all the time, so I don't know, I kind of wanted to do something different from my gaming stuff, and I figured I would do a talk about Muse and what they mean to me and what live music means to me ahead of going to see Metric next week and getting back on the live music wagon for 2023. So, yeah, so cute, says Lainey, yeah, I know. Adorable. So adorable. Little young me, baby cheeked me and all that. Yeah, it was a great time. But yeah, so we're about halfway through the set now. There is still an hour and 10 minutes of this video to go, so, strap yourselves in. And if we get DMCA'd, well, we can always do something else. Also, yeah, so, like, just for lore purposes, that is where Ooh Racket comes from. It's from Muse's second album, Origin of Symmetry. I was Racket 89 on Xbox and all that and other places. I didn't want to use my year in my username anymore. I wanted to, like, change things up. So, for some reason on PlayStation, I had my name as Origin of Racket, which is very fucking long. That is a really long username. And, yeah, long story short, obviously not many places accept that as a long username. So, that got shortened down to OO Racket or Ooh Racket as Winbag is now pushed forward. So that is the lore for me and why Muse are super important to me. But, yeah. Oh shit, it's MK Jam time. Okay, so Muse have a thing off Dom and Chris, the bassist and drummer, doing a jam while Matt goes off, and a bass and drum jam. Bass and drum jam while Matt goes off and changes clothes or has a cup of tea or something to relax. So this was the jam for that tour, and it was a fucking amazing jam. I love Dom's little drum kit. And it was a really good time. But yeah, this is all fan cam stuff. A guy stitched a bunch of fan videos together, and there was a famous French guy that used to like bootleg Muse albums, and yeah, a dram drum. Yeah, I love a dram drum. A drum. I can't even English. Yeah, so we were stood at the bassist side. We got to the barrier and all that, so we were at the front of all the people, and it was a hell of a time. How are you guys doing, by the way? I forgot to ask. I'm sorry. I've been too busy talking about myself as the narcissist I am. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good Friday. This is such a fucking jam. I mean, it's literally called MK Jam, so it is automatically a jam, but man, why English when you're Irish, that is true. A wee dram jum. Friday. This was also the first time Muse started like doing like different like a B stage, and well, ish. I mean, they kind of had a B stage at like 2007 Stadium Tour, but like having a moving stage was ridiculous. So love it. Didn't people try? Wasn't the Montreux Jam? Maybe it wasn't Montreux Jam. What about there was the debate over that jam that was the Wankdorf Jam, or was this supposed to be the Wankdorf Jam? I can't remember, Lauren. It's been that long. Also, yes, Loza Penn and I know each other through Muse. We met online in 2010, met in person in 2013 at the Emirates Stadium Tour. So, yeah, Muse is very important to like my entire existence and friendships across the board. So, and I learned tonight that someone I knew from the Muse fandom has a load of pictures with fucking Saxton. Some of you guys might know Saxton. So, someone I've known for, had known for like a decade in the Muse fandom had pictures on their Twitter with Saxton, which is crazy to me. So, like, the worlds are so small. Yeah, Muse is to blame for Lauren, yeah. I'm a Muse, yeah. I'm a Muse, and that's why I'm always so amusing because of Muse, so it makes sense. I know, Lainey, it is wild. He popped in like and dropped that info at the start of the stream and it blew me the fuck away before I got into my deep, dark story of life. So, that was crazy. He posted all the links and it's like, holy shit, yeah, that is someone... Like, that friend as well used to listen to all my, like, audio messages that I used to post with Muse on Twitter, so, like, it's crazy. Because he came in and said, I know someone that used to travel around with me, or used to, like, follow Muse around, and I was like, oh, yeah, what if they're American? I probably know them. And then he was like, oh, they're from Hawaii, and I was like, right, okay, that's probably, like, one person, and it was that one person, so that's nuts to me. I miss Matt Manson guitar so much. Funny enough, you're here, Lainey. Like a lot of stuff, like a lot of the different stuff that you do with, like, you know, different synthy stuff and all that, like, reminds me of this guitar a bit and stuff. Like, I just love the way Matt works the guitar, and I miss this guitar. I'm gonna keep saying the word guitar until it's out of fashion. I mean, the guitar's been out of fashion for a long time. Bring back the guitar is what I say. Absolutely. Lainey, now you know what to do. Get a fucking guitar. I've probably given you enough money on your channel to at least pay for like a tiny one. Really tiny one. Yeah, Undisclosed Desires, Lauren. Yeah, I miss this song too. I do. Carp, nice. See, look, Carp knows all the cool people. Everybody follow Carp. Again, everybody follow everybody. I'm too lazy to do shoutouts, but everyone here follow everyone. Lauren, do you remember whenever we used to always make fun of Dom's drum kit as like his little taiko set for this? I love the light side. I fucking just... This era of Muse is so important to me. I love it. This rising stage was so amazing to me. Like, this is the first time I'd ever been at a gig with a moving fucking stage, so... A UFO stage at that. Not as good as Lainey's takeoff from Planet Laney, but, you know, close enough. I love the songs on the Resistance album so much, but like if the production was anywhere near competent, I would probably rank that as like one of my highest valued Muse albums. But I just cannot stand the studio recordings, man. They sound so bad. Unnatural Selection is like neutered on that album compared to the live version. All these people here, like, and all the fucking lights out and all that. I miss flash photography as well. But fuck me, man. This was such a night. Undisclosed Live is like once Matt dropped the guitar after touring with U2 and wanted to be a bit more Bono and shake hands and all that with the crowd, the song lost something. Like I think that extra like sci-fi edge to it, like just like that's the problem I've had with Muse as well. Like live over the last number of years, they've really lost that sci-fi edge that they had, that like little quirk. And I know they tried to get it back with Simulation Theory and all the fucking stuff about, you know, like realities and all that shit. But there's still just something missing. It feels a lot more... It doesn't feel as, like, nerdy as it used to be, I think, is my problem with it. And that's where I fell away from Muse, is they lost that nerdy edge. Whatever, people grow up, people change, you know, artists change and all that, you know, it's my own personal thing that just... I miss three doofuses being doofuses with Morgan in the background doing all the extra stuff. I think that's why like the London gigs last year were really good, because it was like so stripped back that it was just like the three doofuses plus the new guy Dan and us, and that's why both nights were so special then last May. Yeah, Dom, you go for it, you little bastard, you little rat. Dan is the new doofus. Danfus is a hero. We're the doofy. Where's Doofenshmirtz when you need him? Platypus? Perry the Platypus? I can't do Doofenshmirtz's voice. Where's Green Phineas? That guitar, man. Those sort of noises that thing makes just like, or what, like fucking give me goosebumps and just like make me want to like just like lay in like a... I would lay in a bath of mayo nog if Matt brought that back. Or mayonnaise in general, like that, like, I'd do anything for that. And then, and now we're back with the fucking double neck Manson. I miss this guitar so much as well. Oh yeah, the Mesa Guitar or whatever, Lone Ronin. Yeah, like that touchscreen electro bass is ridiculous. But yeah, he does a lot of signature stuff. Matt owns Manson Guitars now as well. Matt, the lead guy, he bought Manson Guitars from Hugh Manson. So like again, speaking of weird sci-fi noises, like I just love this double neck Manson so fucking much. I miss Resistance as a song. I know Matt doesn't like it live, and I know the crowd basically hates it, but like this intro with the double neck just always got me. Any noises like this are just like straight to my soul. Yeah, someone's gonna clip that Mayo thing whenever Matt brings back the guitar for like the 30th anniversary tour. I'm gonna be like, I have to actually do a hot tub stream, a hot mayo stream. A hot mayo tub, cold mayo tub. I don't know if I want hot mayo around my body. I don't know. No, let's focus on the music and not talk about that. Had a boss one of those, double necks was surprisingly heavy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I've only ever owned one guitar. I was terrible at playing it. I basically lukewarm mayo nog. Lukewarm mayo nog and everybody's majestic crack. This is actually a way to have a bad Friday night. Fuck me. I forgot to even mention that, like, Undisclosed Desires, Muse's first slap-based song. Their second one, Panic Station, is still one of my favorite songs of all time, but yeah. Being terrible is the first step towards being epic. I know. I just didn't have the patience to stick with it. Maybe I'll get myself another guitar one day. This intro, these drums, I fucking love Resistance live. Just the audio down. This has been a pain in the arse with just the audio off, because I've had to do it like almost every song with it being a fan recording. It's been awkward. Bad at music, amazing at like DJing and mashups, Lone Running, judging from last night. thing is, well, I know with Resistance, this was like really the first point in my life. I never loved Matt's lyrics too much outside of certain songs, but like with that album being based on like 1984 and all that, this was like, Matt, come on, you could be a little less on the nose, be a bit more subtle, and he never has been. It is what it is. And Eclipse. You were having fun and we were having fun. Whether that's amazing or not for anyone else, like I thought it was amazing, genuinely. I was having a bad night last night and you really turned it around, and I was so happy to have like seen that you were online and ready to and so I really appreciate it for that. Genuinely, thank you so much. It's really amazing. I still remember all the whenever the song first came out, the piano bits, everyone being like, "This is just U2 New Year's Day," and all that, and yeah, somewhat true. I just hope the stadium gigs this coming summer are closer to this quality than the last couple that they've done. And that theatrics don't take a precedent over the music. I'm tired of the Spinal Tap moments. Or the overbearing Spinal Tap moments. Although Dom hasn't been blown up yet, so you know there's still time for extra Spinal Tap moments. Oh, Morgan, I miss you. You and your tambourine or whatever. And your cabasa. Oh, Morgan and the cabasa. I miss Morgan's cabasa. Harp, yeah, the bass is amazing in this song. Like, the funny thing as well with this album being like in the middle of Chris's alcoholism and him basically being like having to be a huge intervention with him from the rest of the band because of like his alcoholism getting in the way and stopping him from like recording properly that album. It's amazing that he was able to pump out anything good for that album. I think that's part of why I don't enjoy the live recording so much, is because like Chris is just, you can really tell Chris was not there mentally for the sessions. I know, Sir Sky, I know, 13 years. I was having this discussion the other day with my friend Gary, that our first Muse gig together was, in a couple of months, will be exactly halfway between the start of the band and today. Which blows my fucking mind. I'm up to what, like 12 Muse gigs now? It should be like 15, but it is 12. I had to pull out like due to illnesses and stuff at times, but fucking Double Neck Manson, man, it's so fucking good! Matt, bring it back, you bastard! Fucking get up on stage and squeal at you or something in May. I don't know. I can't threaten violence. At least not live on the internet.
Very much, cheers.
Beats and intensity are there, yeah.
It's great to be with you guys. Great to be back in England. We've been like all over.
Lauren, this is the line!
Always a great pleasure to be with you guys. We know you guys are the real fans tonight. You can tell the difference.
We know you guys are the real fans tonight, we can tell the difference. So yeah, night 2, the people that went to night 1 got so pissed off at Matt for saying that.
Thank I Am Arrows, White Lies and Biffy Clyro for playing tonight. I watched them, they're all great.
Oh, is it Star Tits next?
To all our friends, family and loved ones.
Yes.
Everyone that's here to see us tonight as well.
Oh, it's the dedication song. This is still whenever Starlight was still good live before Matt dropped the guitar and it lost something. I also realized my clapping wouldn't have been in time properly because of NVIDIA Broadcast, delaying my audio by a bit, but you know, I don't care. This used to be the song I always used to call Mum. Call back home with, because this was Mum's favourite Muse song, but this song was fucking everywhere. Pretty sure it's still played on like Irish radio today, all the time. In a few months, this song is going to be exactly halfway through my life ago, and that killed me inside. That killed me inside. That album, 2006. Fuck me. I know I'm only 33, but I'm really beginning to feel the age creep up. Doesn't help that my knees are falling apart. Good times, good times. Good vibes were had by all, except for all those on the Muse board that hated this part of the track list and called it the Trilogy of Error. Well, whenever Invincible was in there too. Oh, is it House of the Rising Sun at the time it's running out now? I miss Muse doing the House of the Rising Sun riff. Didn't they do it at Hammersmith last year, Lauren? I can't remember now, actually. So yeah, time is running out whenever Muse famously switch to opposite wings and go full wing. Full wing, as if they had a massive green screen. Full wing. And, yeah, again, this is whenever... Yeah, okay, I think that angle there, I think my friend Rebecca has a picture of Matt's arse from that angle whenever he's bent over right in front of us. Oh, the bass line of this song. Fuck me. Actually, please, let that bass line fuck me. Control Alt Quinn, hi! You love Muse! Well, welcome to the club! We all love Muse here. For my long-term friends, Muse are like my favourite band of all time, so welcome on in. How are you doing? Everyone follow Quinn. Quinn's fucking amazing. Cinnamon Karaoke, good choice, yeah. Panic Station is like my karaoke song. I know, Laws, this is like really getting me pumped up for me and seeing it again. Long story short, this is one of my most important gigs. Standing right in front of Matt here on the bass side, and yeah, just rolling through it for memory's sake. Look at mosh pit for Tiara. I love the fact there's always a mosh pit for Time. Even whenever it's not the heaviest song in the world, they always have a massive mosh pit. It's fucking great. Hold on, Shrinking Universe? Okay, Quinn. A deep cut like that? Okay, I love you to bits already. I mean, you're already fucking amazing. That is like set you up like top of the fucking pedestal now. Shrinking Universe is such a fucking jam. Sorry if the audio's off on this. It's changed massively, so I need to readjust a bit. The worst thing about these fan recordings is it always ends up with audio all over the place. Thinking for me to stream on one day. Cool. I look forward to it. I really do. I do Panic Station right now, but I don't want to get banned for obscene singing. Look forward to it. This feels like this was like amongst like the last times that Matt really went for it on Time Is Running Out. Like it was around this area. I know like the next tour he had the laryngitis issues in Brazil and all that, but oh, what a time. What a fucking song. What's even left of the set list? I forget now. I know like what the 3 encore songs are. Oh yeah, Jimmy Jam! Fucking Jimmy Jam! God, I miss Jimmy Jam. Give me MK Jam and Jimmy Jam back, please. Thank you. And the keytar.
Big thank you to all of our crew here. They've been working their asses off. About 80 crew and about 110 locals. Very big cheer for the crew, please.
Rebecca and I looked at each other during that part. We're like, what the fuck is Matt doing? He never talks. You should go, Quinn, yeah. They always seem to play MSG on around Patrick's Day. Also, yeah, Lauren, I got one of the final gigs for the for that guitar, the Glitterati. Given it was like 2 weeks later, it fell and broke at the Staples Center show in LA. On night 2 at Staples Center. I think it was only like 5 gigs after this that it lasted before it broke forever. Oh my god, Unnatural Selection, what a tune. Again, Muse at their proggy best whenever they do go prog. Or close to prog, you know. It is a sign, Quinn, absolutely. Okay, I'm never gonna sing again, don't worry. What a fucking song! I forgot about those visuals. I forgot about the visuals of fucking people throwing shit on the screen through a truth thing. Fucking Muse and lack of subtlety. There's no better duo. I think at this point I was slumped over the barrier, looking at Rebecca, taking this slight break before Matt fucking cranks out a fucking ridiculous bit, just like being like, I can't go on. We've been slayed. We've already been here for like... And then death. I would love to see Unnatural get back on the set list. We were lucky to get it in 2015 on the Cycle Tour, but man, I'd love to see it back. I want a good rotation. Well, Carp have been planning it all week, so clearly the universe heard me and was like, let's play it. What came on in the shuffle, by the way? I fucking miss like lining up with friends and just getting ready to do the big fucking ocean at the end here. Oh my god, I miss this song so much. Ocean! No, we need. That is also on the video, by the way, on YouTube. That is not my end. Click. Fuck. I love this song so much. Invincible, good choice for a shuffle. I want the twooth. I miss that guitar, man. And it was a great closer to the main set. Like, fucking just... Man, Unnatural is so underrated. Dear Matt, please returneth the song to me, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Would very much appreciate it. And then, yeah, I guess we're on to, like, the first encore. Another low track, so this is going to sound like shit.
Thank you very much. We'd like you to, if you have some, take out your lighters and your mobile phones and swing them around in the air for this next song.
Thanks, Dom. Appreciate it. I don't know how hard this is to hear. Do I need to add some gain before quickly removing it in like 3 minutes? What a fucking scene though with all those phones. Like, it was amazing just looking around and seeing all that. Like, fucking... I need to find out the exact attendance number that day, but yeah, 80,000-90,000 people just fuck me, man. And like, stadium gigs my worst type of gigs because I just don't like the lack of intimacy, you know. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. Oh boy. I love Soldier's Plum. It's such a nice little, like, especially the album version being like such a nice little jazzy track. Oh, audio change. Yeah, I think the person editing this had a really bad CPU or something. It's time for the big theatric moment of the evening. Bernie. Again, the thing that blocked, whenever they did it Rock am Ring in Germany, that blocked, I think it was Slayer. I think Slayer's set from being broadcast live because it got in the way. But there we go, there's our first view of Bernie the fucking UFO. About to give birth. If I recall correctly, I think the timing was off on this one. Maybe it was Rock am Ring when the timing was off. Then yeah, the next stadium tour, they had a fucking light bulb going around the stadium for guiding light. 2 on the nose. This is, again, what I mean. I miss their sci-fi antics of stupidity. I love a good doofus. I love a good fucking doofus. I love a good dingus. So, you know, that's such a great shot of the inflatable alien in front of Bernie. That is such a good shot. Whichever person in the crowd filmed that, I salute you. Search guy, they are indeed out there. Exogenesis, I think, is still Muse's greatest, like, musician work. I love that entire 3-piece symphony thing so much. I wish they'd do something like that more. Again, it's part of why I fell off of Drones, because that was, like, too on the nose again, like just throwing the word drone into every song and lacking subtlety, and Matt's lyrics taking a massive nosedive. Yeah, part 3 still makes me cry too, Laura. It's just so beautiful. If I ever hear part 3 live, I'm not making it out of there without being dehydrated from crying so fucking much. I'm gonna have eyeliner all over my face, even though I won't be wearing any somehow. It's gonna make me cry that fucking hard. Alright, here we go. Here's our theatrics for the night. Again, flash photography. There's a thing missing about it. Oh my god, it's an alien! No! Me too, Carp. It's so fucking good. Matt's voice as well, just fucking... That symphony is fucking ridiculous. I think it's up there with Matt's best lyrical work too, so... Which is a low bar to clear, I know, but still. Just the audio, hold on. No, I'd say they're just mainstream rock with like this fucking hard. This fucking hard. Ugh. Yeah, it was all guitar and very little piano live, Carp, so I would not consider Muse prog. No, I would say they're prog adjacent. I mean, that's getting into like the old genre, like genre wars and all that. But I don't think they like delve into their prog side too much. Like, yeah, they've got a lot of prog adjacent songs, I would feel, but like, there's not like they're not very proggy. I wonder how you got that job. Right, you're gonna be tackling from a spaceship as we swing you over the crowd at Wembley. Sound good? I mean, I'd take it. Be a fun time. They used to do that at all their stadium gigs. Like, it was just a normal balloon at the first Wembley gig. But yeah. But yeah, no, I would not consider them prog. That's a long. I can answer that longer after this finishes or whatever. But no, I would not. They've got a lot of like songs that like verge on being a bit more prog, but it's not what I would consider prog. I don't know how much you know about Muse, Lainey, yourself, so I don't know what you consider from watching some of this or hearing some of this or whatever. I have a feeling you might know a bit about prog or two. I'm not sure, but possibly. Fair enough. Oh, Stockholm Syndrome, such a track! Matt writing this specifically to be like, what would a computer making a guitar solo and riff sound like is like fucking... I love it. Muse is so much better live than on record. Again, I hate Muse's production on like 7 out of 9 of their albums, pretty much. Like we're hearing, okay, interesting. Well, if you ever want a longer discussion about Muse, I could talk your ear off about them for about 7 years, so more than welcome to hop in for any of that stuff. They weren't my first obsession. My first obsession was Foo Fighters, but then Muse came along and that like took me over forever. Like, their live stuff is so fucking good. They have such a great sound engineer, I think. I'm not swayed by the fact that he's from a couple of towns over from me, but they're still like one of the best live bands I've ever heard. And I've often wondered whether I would even like Muse as much if I didn't hear them live, with how bad I find their studio work sounds. As a layman in like audio stuff, you know, I know what I like, and I don't. That's another longer discussion for another day. Carp. Hey, look, you know, there's nothing wrong with headbanging to R&B. You can just see you just really like that R&B track, whatever's playing. Bow, bow. Now for the best part of any Muse gig, the post-Stockholm Syndrome riffs. I love the post-Stockholm Syndrome riffs. I mean, seeing as there's always Rage Against the Machine riffs, like that helps, but like, you know, War Within a Breath is such a fucking song. Try not to headbang my mic. That was always a really good first encore. I miss... I mean, I'm trying to avoid the American tour at the moment to get fully surprised for me, but hopefully the encores are, like, switched up a good bit this time around. So, like, this is playback of one of their B-sides, Forced In, and like whenever it comes to stuff like this is where like they edge a lot more to like their this was like what made whenever they were fucking high on shrooms in their early 20s or whatever, and that's whenever I felt that they were definitely more going towards like a proggy thing. Whenever they push themselves, they do like go more proggy, but I wouldn't consider them prog, no. At all, again. I know it always ends up being a debate. Like, I've seen the debate a million times on the Muse message board and then on other, like, prog forums and that. So, like, I know people try and debate it, but, like, you know, from my own perspective, I wouldn't say so. at all. Especially the latter half of their career. They didn't hit anywhere near as much. Maybe occasionally, but... Citizen Arrays is probably the closest to it. Fucking take a bow. Not their first dabble with electronics back in 2006, but definitely their best, probably still to this day, outside of the likes of Map and all that. Like, just fucking... And Matt with the Christmas tree suit. And the glasses. I fucking love that suit. This is, again, the kind of doofus that I miss of Matt before he went crazy. Carp, come along to a gig with me then. I seem to get it more often than not at this point, so you're welcome to hop along and I will get you take a bow somehow. The arpeggios in this song are fucking ridiculous and everything else are just like... Oh, no, if you're going to a gig with me, we'll have to book a hotel or something because I'm nowhere near anywhere they play. Mapping are part of Matic eventually, Lauren, so hopefully we get it in May. Dead Star by any chance? No, unfortunately that's only been a couple of times for me. Oh man, Dead Star. I want more Dead Star. Getting Dead Star in Gig 1 is insane. Carp, yeah, totally. And live as well, whenever it fucking hits and the drums come in and just the guitar comes in. It's so fucking good. I have a feeling I've got to drop my audio levels by about 10 decibels again in like a few seconds. Probably whenever the guitar comes in now. But that, like, you're going on about dropping to outer space, like, Matt being on a fucking UFO for this, that, like, just added to it so much. Such a great song for the stage they had set up. This part is so fucking good. I need music to go more electronic again one day, like, properly go deep. Not just this music probably always verge along the outlines of everything and never really go too full in. Fucking crowd as well with it. That must be such an amazing view from up there, like just the entire stadium. See you, Galloway. Thanks for being in. Hope you had a great time. Take care. Thanks for coming by. Enjoy your Friday. There's a classic incredible. Nothing else that gives me chills at the end of that song. And then straight into Plug-in Baby as well. Like, this was such a fucking hit fucking encore. Lainey, that was Take a Bow, the opening track on Black Hole Revelations. Fucking years old, this song. It makes me feel so fucking old. Let's down for a second so I have to talk so loud. Do it, Carp. I don't think it's the hardest one to do, so I'm sure you can get it done quickly. Not quickly, but you know. It's funny because, like, I didn't get into Muse in 2003, but I remember the music video to this song and Matt looking fucking weird with all those, like, models with, like, tentacles all around him, and he scared the shit out of me, and that kind of, I could have got into Muse in 2001 instead of 2003 if it wasn't for that video. Full of balloons time! Bellamy is such a fucking god. Sometimes I hate his guts for not, you know, in my opinion, not being as good as he could be. You know, that might sound rude to say, but, like, you know, just certain things that, and, like, you know, certain avenues and certain things that are held back with certain live performances that upset me because I know his potential, but, like, always he's a fucking god to me. This fucking dude, it's like, look at this fucking Pump the Elvis fucking thing. He's a fucking dingus. I love this man to bits. No matter what. I often wonder, like, where their career would have went if Maverick hadn't pulled their second album from America with the whole falsetto argument and then wanting the falsetto change to be more commercial radio friendly and then refusing to do that. I wonder where things would have went if Origin had released in America. Alright, final one of the night. I'll let Chris hit it first before I even talk about it. I know, Lauren. I wonder what it could be indeed. So yeah, they first started doing Morricone's harmonica at Marley Park 2008, my first Muse gig, and Pretty much every time they've played Knights of Sidonia, and every time they've played Knights of Sidonia since has had this intro. And like, while I want them to drop it at some stage, it's still such an amazing intro to their live. Like, I mean, their general staple closer, and okay, yeah, again, that is the person that put this video together having issues with audio, not me. Another one of the songs that is like close to being as proggy as Muse would get. I mean, it's a space rock fucking cowboy opera in 6 minutes, so you know it's having harmonica in their suits. Man with a Harmonica is just a legendary track by itself, so... Those drums so much, like oh. Rebecca, the one that I went to this gig with, her sister has like so many old harmonicas now, it's insane. Perfect emote, lads. Perfect emote. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's just fucking fork it out and bang it out for one of the greatest songs of all time. The crowd singing the guitar part always fucking gets me. I love this band so fucking much. I might have to mute myself just so I don't, in case I head by my mic. Time to pop off. Lauren, I think it's time to pop off, right? It's about to pop off. It's about to go off. What was it you said? Let's fucking go. It's fucking England is still ingrained in my
That's
brain.
amazing. Thank you so much. It's been a great gig. Played here, unfortunately, for a while in the UK, so it's the last one for a while. But thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, next time to play with the UK, I think was you, Lauren, right?
For sure. Thank you.
For the Origin of Symmetry Reading and Leeds gigs, right? 2011. So I don't think there's any other gigs in the UK until then, but yeah. Yeah, your first gig. Pretty good first one to have. But yeah, at this point, Rebecca and myself were just stood at the barrier, not knowing what to fucking do after that 2 hours plus of madness, and us both getting what we wanted. Like, she went to the Manchester gig the week before, so, but like, she said herself that this gig was so much better. Oh yeah. No, I'm not playing the Montreux Jazz concert gig, right? Let's a second. Oh boy, but yeah, no. That was such a ridiculous gig. Like, I got everything I want. I got the 4 songs that I wanted. I got to meet Rebecca properly and have a good talk. I remember we had an amazing talk about tuna sandwiches in front of a construction site. It's a memory that will live with me forever. And you know what's more important than that? But no, really, like, fucking that gig is. It's not my favorite gig of all time, but it's an important cornerstone. As I talked about before, I shut off the gig. Like, just this came smack dab in the middle of me going through a massive depressive phase. I'm pretty sure, like in 2009, I dropped out of college due to like just fucking hating everything, and I'm pretty sure I only got out of bed like a handful of times in the next 2 years. I'm probably not even exaggerating saying that. And two of those times would have been two Muse gigs, in November 2009, and then this one in September 2010. And I don't know, I was getting better, and then like 3 weeks after this gig, my gran died, and long story short, I basically grew up with her like as my mum in a sense, and that hit me hard. So like this gig was probably what kept me going. And waiting for more gigs to come. I didn't get to go to Reading and Leeds the next year for the 20th anniversary of Origin, whenever they played Origin of Symmetry. Again, Origin of Symmetry is why I'm called Racket, so, you know, that album means a lot to me. So I didn't get to go and see that performed in full for the 20th anniversary. Maybe one day they'll do it again. But just, yeah, like, even the tough times now, this gig in particular just keeps me going, and it's why I love live music and why I've been, like, really... I know that I'm a different person whenever I don't get to go to live gigs, and like the 6 years from 2016 until last May of not having any gigs tore me apart. Like, I love my games, I love a lot of stuff, I love my sci-fi shit, I have a lot of, you know, like, you know, I'm a typical nerd dork. I've got my interests and all that, but like live music, man, just fucking unlocks something in me. You know, it's that fucking freedom of just like being in a crowd, whether it's with 200 people or 90,000 other people. Just like fucking, it's just that emotional release, you know, and being with like the vast majority of people there all have that same feeling and are all like focused towards this one thing of just being there to have fun over the same thing that you all love, whether it be a little or a lot. If it's a really good gig, it'll make them love it a lot, and that is just really special. And I hate living where I live, and I hate living away from live music. And if I could go to a gig every night of the fucking week, I would, because there is nothing in the world like music and live music, and I will always gravitate towards that, always. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've done this sort of shit on YouTube before, as I said. Like, I've talked over like other stuff, but like I guess now I wanted to try something different for Twitch. So yeah, this has been like 3 hours 10 minutes of me talking bollocks about Muse and whatever. I'll figure out some other stuff maybe for the future. Or, you know, if anyone in the community ever has a gig that, you know, wouldn't get me DMCA'd, that we could watch or whatever, you know, maybe we can do like a community watch somewhere sometime or something. Like, you know, like obviously a lot of us here love music, so yeah. Thanks, Lone Ronan, I appreciate it, and thank you, Carp. Just, you know, yeah. I know that I can be loud and obnoxious in a lot of chats. Let's just say that, but you know, like, I don't know, I may as well reveal part of my soul somewhere along the way, and that's what this is. So hi, welcome to me. Let's go and find a raid target, shall we? While I try and do that, so after this, oh yeah, I've got my Firefox thing up. Okay, that's fine. After this, like, Muse gigs went to, as far as like just specifically Muse went to, I won tickets in 2012 to the iTunes Festival in London, so that was a mad dash of like 9 days before the gig. It's like, oh yeah, you've got the opportunity to go to this gig, take it. And it's like, well, shit, I may as well go. And that was like a quick, I didn't sleep the night before. No, I got 90 minutes of sleep the night before. Maybe we could watch the iTunes Festival gig one time as well, maybe in like a year or so. 90 minutes of sleep, a plane at 4:30 in the morning, into London for midday, check into my hostel, pick a bed, went to the venue, queued for 5 hours, got in, went to see Muse, met Grania properly for the first time, went back to the hostel, found my bed was taken by somebody else and had to move to a different bed. The one that I picked, they moved the bag off and took the bed, and then back home at 10 a.m. the next day. So 36 hours of planes, trains, and automobiles for a Muse gig, and again, not getting to see London. I didn't get to visit London properly until 2013, which is crazy. Carp, it's a good time. Sir Sky, no problem. Yeah, nice meeting you too. It's nice meeting more of these people. Thanks, Lomron. I'm glad you popped by too. It's really nice meeting you all. Lomron, you said it best last night, right? Like we all feel like a family at this point, right? and that's how I feel too. I've been saying it a lot. I've told Lainey a lot that like I feel like I've found my online home from finding windbag stuff, and I couldn't be happier to be like among you folks. I know I haven't like talked much in like the discords and all that because just because I don't. I'm a lot more awkward typing than I am talking. I'm much better talking, I think. So I don't like. I get the feeling I'll derail conversation jumping in, so I don't usually interact text wise in discords and that sort of thing. It's been a thing for a long time, so that's the way it is. So awkward is a new norm. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, right, guys. It's been a pleasure. It really has. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad. I mean, look, it's no secret I love talking. I haven't even had a drink this entire time, and I've been talking for 3 hours, like minor drops. So like I'm used to talking a lot. Someone just stick me on the radio, and especially if you want to get a station cancelled or something. Who is streaming? Should we go and raid Trom Takani? Another member of the Forkers? Does that sound like a good time for everyone? Yeah, hydrate. And I've said this before, I don't usually keep drinks next to me. I probably should, but oh, the love. Guys, yous are great. Let me make sure I get Trom's name spelt right. It's everything else. But yeah, it's been fun. Thanks, guys. Really. I'm sure it'll catch us again around. I mean, we always say it now, right? We're all around the same streams all the time, so I'll have to go and walk Princess after this, so I can't hang in Trom's stream too much. But I will be back, and Lauren and I'll probably get on Discord or something if she's still about and free. Right. Is that created? Have I done it right? Lauren running Trauma's live. Why I'm not seeing that shit? Have I not followed them too yet? Damn. I'm not sure. Did I not? There was a problem starting the raid. Please try again in a minute. Does Trom not allow raids in? Did I spell it wrong? Am I having a windbag moment with things not working? There's a problem with the raid. Please try again in a minute. Right, okay. Fun. Man, Lone and I feel that. I feel that a lot. I've been in similar, not a similar situation, but as far as like neglecting things, I mean, like just make sure you never feel guilty about it or whatever, or. Oh hey, did that work? I think that worked. But yeah, okay, right, we're gonna raid over there. Oh god, it's alright, it's ticking down to the other thing. But yeah, thanks guys for having a raid. Lone and Ronan, you're great. Laney, Sir Sky, Carp, Lauren, Galloway, Seabad, Control Alt Quinn, you're all amazing. Thank you everyone for popped in. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun talking. I love talking as much as I love accusing Windbag of having a clip show. So that is quite a lot. So yeah, it's been a time. Hope you all have a good Friday night and all that, and I'll see you on the flip side somewhere. I'll see you over in Trom's chat for now. So yeah, let's take this party elsewhere and have a good time. Bye guys. Hopefully the raid button works tonight. If I'm still here for another 30 seconds, you know why. I think the raid button's not working, so I've got to wait for the countdown to tick along. Okay, fun. Hi guys. It's nice to meet you again. We're still here. This is a good time. So yeah. Anybody got any funny jokes or anything while we wait? Or like, it's I've clicked that raid now button several times and it won't go through. It won't go through. It won't do it. It's gonna happen soon though. Yeah. I had the mangle time raiding into you actually.